recording, screen share. This one, share. Okay. So this is my presentation on Henry Moore. Okay, there we go. This is Henry Moore. In his early life, he was born on July 30th in England in 1898. His family did not have a lot of money growing up and was one of 8 children, and his dad kind of pushed him to become become in the art industry a little bit, which is ironic because he didn't end up actually liking that he was a sculptor. But Moore went to elementary school in Castleford, and then he went to Castleford Secondary School, and he became a teacher within an art class at this school. And in the secondary school is where he kind of met who would inspire him to be a sculptor. In his adulthood, when he turned 18, he enlisted and fought in World War I. After he became a student at Leeds School of Art, he then won a scholarship to travel for 6 months in Italy to study the art of past great artists. He then taught at Royal College of Art in London. On July 19th, 1929, Henry Moore married Irina Radetzky. Next, he took a job as head of the Department of Sculpture at Chelsea School of Art. And then he had a daughter, Mary, in March of 1946. He then was featured in 2 films called Henry Moore and 5 British Sculptures. Intricate names there. He then passed on August 31st, 1986. Okay, how did he get into art? So early on in his elementary school, he began using clay and carving wood. So they always had an art class, it said, and they kind of just used clay and wood and all the normal things you would give kind of younger kids. And then it says he even proclaimed when he was 11 that he would be a sculptor. So he always loved it and he'd always really wanted to do it. And at his secondary school, his teachers began to see a lot of potential in him and how good he was just for such a young age. And they really helped him become better and better because he wanted to learn. So, yeah. His first art types, or his first art. His first type of artwork pretty much revolved around the human figure. So he did a lot of sculptures of the human body and all that normal kind of stuff for back then. He then went into abstract work as most of his friends and colleagues did. This is really interesting because he mixed abstract in with the human body. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then he moved more to a natural form of sculpting using rocks and pebbles and a lot of natural resources. This is because World War II started around this area or time era, and they couldn't really get resources. And he was like kicked out of the school he was teaching in because they all had to be evacuated. So he had a lot of time on his hands, but he couldn't get some materials. So he used a lot of natural resources. He also picked up painting and drawing a lot during this time. So yeah, and also because it was like World War II, there's a lot of paintings that he did of like soldiers and Britain and all that stuff. He also did a lot of bones and skull sculptures. There's one right there. This is a human figure abstract sculpture. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, you can see the face right there, the arms, the chest, the butt, arms. Yeah, I think it's pretty neat. Then this is natural. This wasn't one that he made out of like natural objects necessarily, but it was just saying like he literally described like right here the hills as like he sculpted them from the memory of the hills from where he lived in England. So I thought that was pretty cool. His prizes and awards. I cannot pronounce these very well, so just hang with me. The Pritzker Architecture Prize, the Booker Prize, Hasselblad Prize, Jerusalem Prize, Prince of Austria's Award for Social Sciences, Indira Gandhi Prize, Turner Prize. So yeah, and those are my sites. So I don't know how to end this. Stop share. I think yes. Okay. And now I will be done recording.